What is up, guys? Welcome back to another cryptocurrency video. In this video, we're going to be having a look at Bitcoin right here on the weekly. Will we see a retest right here? We're also going to be having a look at the EMA ribbon. We're going to be having a look at Bitcoin on the daily, coming back down and retesting this M pattern right here. We're going to be having a look at Ethereum on the daily time frame. You guys can see we do have a MACD crossover, and that could potentially be bearish. We're going to be having a look at Solana, but first let's dive in on the whole crypto bubble right here. The whole crypto bubble in the last month is still deep in red, by the way, so nothing to essentially be happy about. Obviously, it's been a pretty bad month the last 30 days. Gala's down, we got BG down, we got IOTA, ADA, Bitcoin, BTC. I mean, everything is pretty much down deep in the red. And we're going to be having a look right here on the daily. Obviously, on the daily, we are seeing some sort of relief bounce. I think a lot of people thought that we're going to see a dump from the whole attack on Iran by Donald Trump, but of course, that's not what happened yet. Now, despite everything, I do still have a short on Solana. You guys can see right here, shorting Solana, short Solana with me. You guys can see right here, obviously, I will be essentially showing my gains. I will be showing my losses as well. So I do have a win right here on fun. I'm actually going to close this, guys, in front of you guys. Let's close it. Let's close 25% of it. And of course, Solana, I still have $6,500 in red, unfortunately, which is obviously not the best trade at the moment. And guys, earlier I was down like 10K, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to be here. I'll show you guys the positive, I'll show you guys the negative. You guys can see, if you guys remember my video a few weeks ago. By the way, every day I am dropping a video at 2 p.m. So make sure you guys turn those notification bells on, smash that like button. And you guys can see, if you guys remember my 10K to $1 million challenge, is it possible? Is it not possible? Well, this is exactly what we're doing right now. And you guys can see right here, my account balance is currently sitting pretty well so far. So far so good. If you guys do want to trade with me and sign up with BYDFI, the link will be in the description below. If you deposit $5,000, you will essentially get a $1,000 bonus. And of course, the more you trade with BYDFI, the more rewards you could get. Like right here, you could get maybe an Apple Watch or an iPhone or an iPad, AirPods if you trade, obviously, or even a Rolex if that interests you. So obviously, the more you trade, the more volume you do, the better that will be. And pretty much that's about it. So obviously, if we have a look right here in the last 30 days, we are looking pretty good with the win rate of almost 50%. That's pretty freaking awesome. Average profit 20, average loss 7, and pretty much that's about it. So let's have a look right here at Bitcoin, guys. Enough with the intro. Let's dive in straight into the charts. We had a 2 bounce on the 50 moving average right here on Bitcoin. You guys can see this was the first bounce on September 2024. We had the first bounce right here, and we have the second bounce right here on March 2025. And the big question on the weekly time frame is, are we going to essentially come back and retest 85,000 before having that massive move to the upside? We are obviously still above the 200 moving average, which is obviously very good. Since October 2023, Bitcoin has not been below the 200 moving average, and pretty much that's about it. Enough with that. Let's dive into the exponential moving average on Bitcoin, guys. We know that I'm very bullish on EMA ribbons, and of course, every time we come back to EMA ribbons, we essentially explode to the upside. Now, we know what happened right here, we exploded. We know what happened right here, we exploded. Usually when we get near it, we also explode. Can we see another explosion right here? Is this the time to essentially accumulate Bitcoin on spot or crypto, not altcoins? You guys can see since October 16, 2023, Bitcoin has obviously been making some massive moves. Now, if we have a look at the Elliott wave pattern real quick, Elliott wave pattern consists of 5 waves. So this was the first wave, followed by the second wave correction, third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave. And of course, are we going to see the 6th wave? Is this it? I mean, we did see a higher high right here, right? So this is considered as the 5th wave. We know that third wave is considered to be the biggest usually on the weekly time frame, but of course that's not what's happening right here. The first wave was the biggest. Is this a reversal sign? Are we going to see everything reversing? So obviously that's a bearish pattern right here. We do have a higher high followed on the RSI, stochastic RSI we have, which is obviously a bearish divergence right here. But we're gonna have to see if Bitcoin will essentially hold these EMA ribbons. 85,000. I don't see Bitcoin dropping below $93,000 anytime soon. $3,000. Okay, so this is a pretty important support level. I don't see Bitcoin dropping below that. If we do, that's going to be bad news bears for us. Having a look right here at Bitcoin on the daily time frame. Okay, Bitcoin was coming down ever since the, pretty much the end of last week. We saw Bitcoin starting to come down. There was a lot of rumors about Iran attacking, or not Israel, Israel too, but United States attacking Iran. We came back down to as low as $98,000. Bitcoin came for the first time in 45 days below $100,000. Okay, that was obviously very bearish, caused a lot of panic. But now, guys, get what happened. we are coming back up and retesting this area. Now it's not looking like it on the daily time frame, but on the 4-hour time frame, we are coming back up and we are retesting this area. So the big question is will Bitcoin break this resistance? Previously was support. Will Bitcoin pretty much break this resistance right here and come back down? This is where we have a look at Ethereum, guys. The last time we essentially came down below on the MACD was pretty much right here on December 2024. What happened? Ethereum was sitting at $3,500. What happened after that? Boom, came down crashing all the way to $1,400. The same thing is happening right here. So this is not the best sign. Can we see Ethereum falling down one more time? The MACD is looking pretty bullish. It looks like the bears are starting to get in charge right here. By the way, guys, if you want to essentially deposit and trade with me with BYDFI and you want to essentially copy my trades, let's close another 25% of this position right here. And you want to essentially copy my trades, the link will be in the description below. A $1,000 bonus when you deposit $5,000, but you get a bunch of rewards and you could essentially copy my trades and pretty much trade with me. So send me your UID on the Discord right here. Once you send your UID, I will pretty much add you to this BYDFI trades right here, and you will have access to all my trades. For to do is pretty much deposit $100 with BYDFI. Send me your UID, I will have and verify it, and pretty much that's about it. Looking so good. And having a look at Solana. So if we have a look right here at this trade, minus 6,200. Why did I take a short on Solana? Well, I think that Solana right now, I thought that, well, I didn't think, I know that it's going to come back up and retest 141. Now, historically, we know that when we do have these patterns, such as a head and shoulder, we usually come back and retest. Now, did I enter the trade a little bit too late or a little bit too early? Definitely. I do think that the reversal is still possible here, but if we essentially do come back here at this level, pretty good. Yes, Solana is looking bad as of right now. But this is why we have to be patient, and this is why we don't need to panic. We don't panic. So this would be my first buy. My first buy was around right here. Obviously, my second buy or sell, short would be around right here, 141. I will put a limit order, in fact, right now. So I'm just going to do it in front of you guys. Let's just do this 141. And then let's do 14%, 15%. And we're going to go ahead and short that like this. As soon as we do get to that level, we're most likely going to have that short target. Now, of course, it's not guaranteed. It's very possible that we come back down now. It's very possible we come back down at 139 and pretty much come down. I do think there is one last dump in order for us to essentially reverse. And I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, wait, what about altcoin season? What is going on? Yes, altcoins are pumping right now. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But this is just a temporary pump because people thought that the dump was going to be more aggressive, and it's not. Now, what is the target for this head and shoulder right here? If I take the top right here to the bottom, and I essentially make it at the breakout, you guys can see our target is $110, hence why I essentially took the trade. I do believe that Solana will go down to $110. I think it's a matter of time, and then I believe that that's when the altcoin season will essentially start. Now, or that's when the reversal is going to start. Now, regarding the altcoin season, guys, I talk about the Bitcoin dominance every day. Every day I talk about the Bitcoin dominance. What is going on? What is happening? We need to see the Bitcoin dominance coming back up. I'm going to end this video real quick. It's going to be a very short update on the Bitcoin dominance. Until we see the Bitcoin dominance coming back up 72%, I don't see an altcoin season happening. We saw an altcoin season right here, we saw it right here, and we saw it right here. We need to see it go up in order for us to see that altcoin season, and pretty much that's about it. I'm going to end this video there. If you guys do like this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more.